We even had our special logo designed a couple days ago, so celebrating 25 years from 1987 to 2012. And I promised to do this in probably now 13 minutes, so now that we've started here. That's me. I put 1995 to 2012 because that's how many years I've been in the industry. I started in 1995 in this industry, so I don't go back to the beginning of time of living abroad, but certainly going on 17 years. Wow.
And it's not the end, right?
No, no, no. I even had hair back then, I think. So, but I can't find a picture from back then. But I did find a picture from at ERC a few months ago, and that's why I'm talking about technology. So why don't we go on? Everything started really in 1987. These are the Craighead printed publications. Some of you, I think Ron, remembers the days when these were photocopied and given away to assigners. You might remember at Disney. It was a really quaint way of doing things. Fortunately, in around 1996 or so, these things called intranets appeared, and where I was working began in '95. We were asked to convert all these paper things to online things, and no one knew what was going on in 1995. I mean, it was the dark ages. But we figured it all out, and by 1997, Craighead, and then now use Living Abroad interchangeably because we are now one company. In this case, Living Abroad launched their on the World Wide Web. I mean, this was kind of, I thought this was cute, with our 50 destinations, and that's where we started in 1997. So after about 10 years of print, came the online versions of the destination information. By 2000, we were calling it easy access because it was 24/7. I mean, I remember using these terms. It's like they're like ridiculous now, but back in the day, it was kind of cute to say, "Wow, you can get to this information, you know, anytime, almost anywhere on these big clunky computers." And now, by 2000, we were up to 88 destinations, so things were expanding rapidly. In 2002, we created a new website and got up to 132 destinations, so we were just rocking and rolling, and everything was online, it was easy to update, it was a lot of fun. In 2004, actually in 2004, we introduced Expat Moose and created the first Moose passport. You might have seen it at ERC or something. It looks like this today. So that was, he kind of grew up and everything.
What exactly is that? Expat Moose?
Really? You don't know?
Well, I mean, I've heard it forever. I just don't know what it is.
Xavier Patrick Moose, or Expat Moose. He's on our website. He's the head of Moose Enterprises. He's lived all over the world. You don't know him?
Okay, got you.
God.
He's like your mascot.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I'll show you a better picture in a few minutes of the family, since you had to ask.
Wait, you planted me to ask that question.
We were getting really cool by 2005. We even had another brand new site with a new picture until we found out that like lots of other people in this industry use the same picture. So that didn't last long, but we were up to 139 destinations. So we were, again, still cranking, but still doing the same old thing, which was pretty much just making more destinations of our destinations online product. In 2008, up to 150 destinations then, that's when the old Craighead company and the old Living Abroad company merged together. Because we never bought the Craighead name, the company that owned it wouldn't sell it, they thought it sounded too much like Craigslist. For whatever reason, everything stayed under the Living Abroad brand. So for all those customers that were from the old Craighead days and Living Abroad, everything got kind of mushed together, and we greatly expanded our destinations, and then got up to 150 at that point. So that was just a few years ago. Okay, you wanted the moose. So this is Xavier Patrick and his moose. This is Martha Stewart Moose, the wife. She's right here. And then there's Moosette, the daughter, over there. And they're actually somewhere in the world. You can kind of guess where they are by the pictures. I actually draw these. I am multi-talented. I can do technology and draw pictures. It's really, I don't know how the two go together, but there it is. And so this is actually a cartoon I drew introducing one of our first spin-off products that we started developing in 2010, which was a private social media platform integrating our countries and data. So this is where we went a little bit off speed, sort of taking advantage of the social media. You know, I just saw that Facebook went sort of semi-public today. The Our World Connect turned out to be, we thought it might have been more of a public site, but the clients that were interested said, no, we want it private, we want it just for our assignees, our groups of assignees, so we have several clients now that are implementing that. So in 2010, we were up to a rousing 156 destinations. This is actually from our website at that time, introducing Our World Connect. And that's what it looks like. And this is the first step we had to say, well, the destinations are okay, they're interesting, it's a lot of good information, we know how to do that side of the business, but maybe what's more important is to put them as an adjunct to other platforms, to newer things that we can come up that are more useful for the assignees, and maybe in this case connecting assignees that are on assignment or before they go on assignment, using some social media, some basic social media platforms. And it's starting to roll out successfully. We're just beginning to roll it out with HP here in the Valley through our relationship with Brookfield. So this is actually coming along quite wonderfully. Then in 2012 we introduced a brand new website, and we were getting so cool at this point, where we started to talk about all our products, including the latest one, which is the mobility portal. This one is just finishing development. That is actually for the company called Covance. This is the coolest thing we have done since we started, because this lives on the cloud. It's a self-editing system, and Covance is going nuts with this. They are actually putting every link they can imagine, first for their assignees, then they said, no, we really need our international business travelers with those policies on there. And then they had this whole group of people they called immigrants or something like that. It was this vast Indian population they brought in. They didn't even call them assignees. But they said, well, we need them to also have access to our information and policies. And a lot of stuff that even from their relocation companies through RSS feeds was getting blocked by their firewall, so they put it outside their firewall, living in this mobility portal. So we're actually launching this on February 8th, and then we have another client in Houston that we're going to get them going on it right after. So this is extremely cool. And then we started thinking, well, what can we do next? So what you're looking at here, it says International Business Traveler app. This is actually from our developer that says, is this what you guys want? Welcome splash screen, something notable, you know? So this literally came to me 2 days ago. But what we are doing is we're taking our database, which thanks to Oracle is in a MySQL database, which is very easy to navigate, and drawing specific content out into a business traveler app. And what we're going to do with that is launch it in the summer of this year. And then in the fall, what we're going to do is geosync it. We heard a lot of this today through Gary, but allow people to the phone to know where they are and then pull up that information in real time as they off our database. So that's another way of repurposing the content, and we're in the early stages of developing this. This can later go, down the road, because it's geosyncing into some kind of compliance type system, tracking type system. We're not doing that on this year, but it certainly will have all the hooks and ready to be able to do those types of things. So we have come a very long way from print and just putting it online to now coming up with innovative ways of continuing that tradition, but also repurposing everything to go into and using some of the technology created here in the Valley to service the global mobility space in a way that only we are able to do. So we are the coolest global mobility company, not in Silicon Valley. So, thank you very much for listening to this really self-serving commercial, but I just wanted to let everyone know this is a little bit about who we are and why we are here with all you people. So thank you very, very much. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you. Excellent. Excellent work. Okay, thank you so much, and congratulations. Here, take your stick.
I know, I was gonna like break